guys? It's the Wayne Gambino. Now, I want to talk to you about the week 2 of the NFL week. Now, I know I missed week 1. Should have gave you some update because Cowboys were playing the Bucks. You see the GOAT behind me. Oh, hell, oh, hell. You feel me? We're going to get into Brady. We're going to talk some Patriot talk. And we're going to give you a rundown on picks that I think for the week. Real quick, some. So, before the game, I thought the Bucks were going to go into Dallas, smash them. The spread lines were at like 8 at one point. It was craziness. I really did think Cowboys didn't have Chad Prescott first snaps. First snaps in a real life game. He didn't play no preseason, nothing like that. So I really did think he was going to come out mad rusty. Only person that looked rusty was our DBs. DBs got torched all game. Torched all game. Now on the flip side, I'm going to stay on defense. The offense is just bare gloating. On defense, I was disappointed. Super disappointed. The edge, the rush did not get there. Well, I don't know if the pass, you know what I was thinking to myself? At first, I'm like, the rush is not getting there. And by the time the rush did get there, all Dak had to do was flush out. The rush did get a couple of times. But for the most part, I felt like the DBs were so bad that the rush couldn't even get there. It couldn't even get to that point. So I can't even blame the front seven because when it came to the run, they held it down. So they came to play. But in the passing game, wasn't a strong unit. It was not a strong unit. And for these guys to be coming back and supposed to be gelling with each other, it's the same nightmares I got last year. The same nightmares I had last year. So for us Bucs fans, let's chill out with this 20-0 talks. We don't want to jinx it because we still got to play the Saints twice. We still got to play them twice, man. Plus, maybe in the playoffs. I hope we get first place so we don't have to see them, bro. The only team I don't want to see is the Saints, bro. Their defense, front seven, is still well machined. And we like to pass. And they got good DBs. DBs can actually cover. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh, now let's talk some Patriot talk. The offense of the Bucs. Let's talk about the offense of the Bucs. Performance from the new guys coming in. Now I know for you old Bucs fans, Chris Godwin is not that guy. He's not that guy to me. Last year he did the same thing he's doing this year. He's a good, very, very, very good receiver, but he's not a tier receiver. He's not. Now this year his numbers might be looking a little bit better. They might double Evans and AB more, so that gives you Chris Godwin, the third receiver. He plays more in the slot. But he just seems not to be that guy. Enough throws to him, you will see him make mistakes. If you throw the ball to him enough, you see him make mistakes. I think he's like a B tier, B plus, maybe tier receiver. He is quick. He does have a little speed to him. Could play inside and out. He's tall, 6'1", he's tallish. Good size for a receiver. Strong, good run blocker. I'll give him that. Very good run blocker, but clutchness, I don't know. I'm not really sure about that. I wanted to see Scotty a little bit more. But you know what I mean? It was a tight game. Defense was just giving up yards like it was nothing, so I guess. But is that anything else for the bad? But hey, Bucs still won the game. With 4 turnovers, none are Brady's fault. You can say the Hail Mary, I think Gronk played that badly. And Fournette, catch the goddamn ball. That's it. Just catch the ball. Got Rojo fumbling. That should have been a blowout. If they didn't have 4 turnovers, that game should have been in the 40s. Brady should have had 40 points. But we playing Atlanta, baby, this week. We playing Atlanta. That's going to be good. You already know what it is, boys. But, what was I going to say again? Is that all for the Bucs? I did the good and the bad. Yeah, for the good, rushed play. The front seven did real good in the run. Made Ezekiel look like nothing. Looked like he's still old or he's still running in Cabo San. I don't know. The offense looks stellar. The run game needs a little bit better. Needs to be a little bit better. I will say that. And Bernard, the running back they brought in, he needs to get caught up to speed. Brady needs a I just want to call him man, Devin White. No, James White. He needs a James White. He needs a receiving back. Without a receiving back, it's gonna be real strenuous to continuously run the ball unless they put AB in the backfield. Whoa, that was like, I feel like hiccuping and everything. Oh goddamn, a little messed up there. I ain't gonna edit that out. Y'all can laugh at me. Patriots. Yeah, I got my laptop here reading off my laptop too. What I need to do. Patriots. They play Miami. Oh shoot, the score of the Bucks game was 29-31. Was on the last field kick. Bucks scored game point on a field goal, the last kick field goal to win the game. Patriots, man, a little different story. Mac Jones, this close getting his first NFL win, was running back fumbled the ball. Fumbled the goddamn ball. Now, let's start with the defense like I started off with Bucks. The Patriots defense, they didn't play up to the way I think. Yeah, Miami only scored 17 points, but I didn't expect Miami to score 10. The way, I guess Gilmore's not there. And with that showing me, Gilmore not being there, our DB suck. Maybe not as bad, actually. Because, see, the Bucks have the front seven to help them. The Patriots don't have the front seven like that. So the DBs do get exposed. And their DBs are getting exposed. They need Gilmore. Bill, swallow your pride. Get that man back. Or you will be torched by the Saints and Bucks when you play them. No, don't get him back for the Bucks, though. Don't get him back for the Bucks, though. After that, you play the Saints first. So I guess neither team you're going to have Gilmore back for, because Gilmore's out for 6 weeks. God damn. He's on injury reserve, you feel me? But whatever you need to do to get that man in the top back, in top shape and back on the field, you need to do that. Because without Gilmore, you're probably not going to win this season at all. Like, Gilmore is a vital piece of that defense, bro. And not yesterday, but on Sunday, proved that like it was nothing. Like their the receiving core. If I think Tua was a better throwing quarterback, they would have bigger of a field day. And Tua did not play bad to me. He didn't play as good as I thought he would, but he didn't play as bad. Because we did get a little pressure here and there. That D tackle we have on the squad, though, I forgot his name. He's nice. He's nice. I remember his name by the end of the season, though, because he's for little putting in work. The rookie that we drafted, putting in work. I didn't like the rush. I thought they played a little lackluster. I think the people that Bill spent money on also played a little lackluster. I thought with the money spent, it would have been a little more of a spark. I at least thought, I guess this is Mack's first game. So, and the defense only did give up 17. So, got to keep that in consideration too also, right? No. They held Miami to 17 points. Good enough. Who are they playing this week? I forgot. The Jets. Okay, Jets have no O-line. Never mind. Can't use my example. So, that's all I can say bad for the defense. Offensively, Mack played good. I don't want to say nothing negative yet because I don't know Mack's ceiling. So, this could be Mack's ceiling. What we saw on Sunday. Or he could elevate and get better. You feel me? Because I think overall the O-line did play pretty good. I don't remember Mack really running around too much. I know he got flushed up 1 or 2 times. He probably did get hit. But I don't really remember him just running for his life, really having to make plays outside the pocket or quick plays. So I did think the O-line did play up to par. The tight ends, what was his name? Can't remember. One of the tight ends we ended up bringing over did play pretty decent. We expected a little bit more. Receiver too. But then again, it's all based on the quarterback. And if they're running the ball a lot, putting a lot of the load on the running game, then I cannot hold that against Mack. So I'm gonna leave off saying anything too good about the offense. But for just to see Mack in the NFL game, I know he could play in the NFL. That's the good that I can say about the Patriots offense. I know Mack could at least play in the NFL offense. Can he be a high scoring quarterback? Shootout kind of quarterback? Win big, tight NFL games? I don't know yet. But can he play ball in the NFL? Yes. I see Rex Grossman. I seen the dude from Cleveland, not the guy they had before Baker. The dude that they had from Denver too. That's what I'm talking about. All the bad quarterbacks. Tim Tebow played quarterback. He got drafted in the first round. Like I said, man, we've seen bad quarterbacks already. So that's it for the week 1 rundown. Hope it was a good quick rundown. Now week 2, we got the Bucks playing Atlanta. Now last week, if I made this video, I would have said blowout because I thought Dallas's defense was bad, which they are very bad. We just gave up the ball 4 times. Like they didn't take it from us. We gave it up. We gave them the ball. So that's that. I don't think this week that was a good slap in the mouth. Wake us up, wake them up, and be like, look, if we really want to take this to another level and really be the team that we want to be, we got to play a lot tougher, a lot harder from the start of the whistle. You feel me? And I feel like the boys are going to get it together. Atlanta, I don't see Atlanta really having a chance. Atlanta didn't play bad last week, though. Oh, no, Atlanta played the Eagles. Never mind. Who was I thinking of then? No, Atlanta got smacked by the Eagles. Oh, it was the Jets that didn't play bad. I was going to say, because the Jets are playing the Patriots next week. Sorry. Atlanta played... They got smacked by the Eagles, bro. And if you're getting smacked by the Eagles don't have nothing on the Bucks. So I expect the Bucks to score 40 points. Atlanta might. They shouldn't have traded away Julio. Stupid. But they might get 10, 15, 20 garbage time. But I know for sure the Bucks will have 4. So I want to say his final score, I would go and say, is Bucks 41, Atlanta 10. Touchdown and field goal. I don't see them doing too much, man. If you only score 8 points on the Eagles defense, you got a rude awakening. But I do think the Eagles do have better DBs than the Bucks. So who knows? I saw Tyree go for 200 yards in 1 quarter. Anything's possible against this defense passing wise. And I'm not gonna feel any comfortable playing the Saints. I just think Atlanta's gonna choke on themselves because Tom Brady's the quarterback. That's it. Now we got the Jets and New England. The quarterback of the Jets surprised me because he gave me Patrick Mahomes vibes. Not saying he will ever be, is going to be, or is close to be, but I did not know Patrick Mahomes was going to be Patrick Mahomes because I never watched him. So now that I have somebody, now that I watch Patrick Mahomes, and I'm looking for the next great quarterback out of these new kids, he might have it. He might be that guy because I seen him roll out, flush up the pocket, and flick one 30, 40 yards easily. Scary on the dot. Scary for a touchdown too. I think it was his first touchdown. And I should have did this last week or right after I watched these games. Sorry, all these highlights and stuff like that to these games are so like last week in my brain. So I had to try to remember everything. I do think Mack should have a strong game against the Jets defense. I do expect him to score 20 points this week. If he cannot score 20 points, I expect the Jets to get no more than like what Miami got, 17, nothing more. Anything should be less. But because I do think Miami has the key of Flores is over there, so he does know Bill. He does know what Bill wants to run. He does know what Bill wants to do, and Josh. So he has that in his back pocket. Versus the Jets, no excuses. We need a good 27 points. Actually, 24 points. I'm not shoot too high. I do think the Jets will turn over the ball and give us the ball bust. That's why I do say 27 if we do get a turnover. But if it's just a straight up clean game or as clean as possible it could be and it's not really affect like there could be turnovers, but I mean game changing turnovers. And I only think if there's game changing turnovers, it'll be like 27 points. If anything, it should be high, like 19 points, 18 points, or low 20s for the Patriot game. So if I had to do a prediction score, I'll have to say 24-14 Patriots. Right? Now, we do got games for the rest of the week. And let's take a little scroll through them. Now, see, I may not be a fan of these teams, but I do know a little knowledge of these teams. So, first game tomorrow, we got Raiders versus Steelers. Oh, actually, should I do the spread? Okay, let's do it with the spread. Raiders versus Pittsburgh. 6.5 Pittsburgh. Okay. Oakland last week. Who did Oakland play last week? They lost. They played Ravens, I believe. Wait, let me just double check this. I believe they play Ravens on Monday night. Yeah, they play Ravens on Monday night. I say lay the points. I do think Oakland will cover. I don't think Steelers will win by a touchdown, but I could be wrong because Steelers do have a good defense. It's just we don't know when Ben's going to tweak, when the oldness of Ben's going to kick in. So I do want to say Pittsburgh wins, but Oakland covers. Okay? We got Cincy versus Chicago Bears, 2.5. So basically, a field goal wins. Chicago Bears versus Cincinnati Bengals. Now, the Red Rifle. Now, if you're named the Red Rifle, you cannot be the quarterback of my team. You can't! You can't! Nothing to the ginger kids. It doesn't mean nothing to do with ginger. You're just named the Red Rocket. Not it, guy. Just not it. But he's going back and playing this old squad. And usually when people play their old squad, they're a little bit more fired up. They study a little harder. They play a little better. But I don't see that happening here. If they don't put Justin Fields in and let that boy shake up that game, it'll be a long one. It's gonna be a long one. But I do think Chicago's defense, if the rush does get there and play up to par, they can make some noise and give them a little trouble. Both teams. Oh, I think Cincy. Who did Cincy play last week? Let's just go and double check. They played the Vikings and won. They scored 27 points. Ooh. Cincy got a look off it. Oh, I know. Mixon is the leading rusher in the league right now, but do I see him running all over the Chicago defense? That's what's gonna be. I don't think they're gonna put the. Well, they did throw 60 times last year with that boy. I don't believe it. I don't believe in Dalton. I just can't believe in Dalton. But I just saw that Chicago Bears defense torment Bucks last year. That it's just so hard to me to seeing the Bears lose to Cincy. And I think it will be better for Chicago fans to lose this game so you have a reason to put Fields in. Chicago's up, Fields goes in. You know what? I think Chicago. Ooh, this is a good one. That's a game I would actually stay away. I really don't know. That could be anyone's game. Some part of me feels like Cincy's going to win that game. So if I had to choose one to win and cover, I would pick Cincy. I would have to. I do think Chicago's Bears defense can make some turnovers and make it a tough, horrible game for Mixon and those guys. But actually, no, I'm going to take Chicago. I think Chicago's defense should be good enough to hold down Burrow. They couldn't do against the Rams because you know what? Sam Bradford is actually a good quarterback. He was just not Sam Bradford. The quarterback for the Rams again. Matthew Stafford. Sorry, Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford is a very good quarterback. He was just riding in Detroit, finally got himself on a good team. Chicago's offense is really not that good, so I don't think Cincy's defense is as good as the Rams either. So I'm gonna say Chicago, but I wouldn't be surprised if Cincy did win and cover. We got the Rams and Colts. The Rams up by 3. Now I'm not gonna waste time on this. Rams cover and win. Carson Wentz is not that guy. He's just not. Like, I'm not gonna waste time on it. I'm gonna come back next week and be like, look, what did I tell you guys? Carson Wentz is not that guy. But I'm not waste time on it. Rams cover. That's too low of a score. 4 points is too low to me. I think Rams should be a lot higher. Colts do have a good defense, but their defense gonna get tired. They're gonna be out on the field too much. Bills versus Miami. Now, I think the Bills did lose last week, so Miami is number 1 in our division in the AFC division, or the AFC East, or the East or the West. Was I Sorry, I just saw a message. Oh yeah, we're talking about the Dolphins. I mean, not Dolphins. Bills. Oh yeah, they played Pittsburgh. Now Pittsburgh did flare out last year. They were undefeated until they weren't undefeated no more, and that was a big downfall for the Steelers. Like, I think that first loss when I think they're 11-0 put them in just a deep hole, and they just never looked the same since then. The Bills, though, I think the Bills were as good as last year, and I think they're going to be a little bit more hungrier. So I will say the Bills will win and cover because it's 4 points, 3.5. I do think the Bills will win because they have more firepower on offense, and they're going against the Patriots offense and their defense only held them to 16 points, and they should have won that game because they were like 10 yards away. So I will say Bills will win and cover. We got New England and the Jets. New England by 5.5. I think New England wins, and the Jets cover. I don't see New England's offense putting up crazy points on the defense. Like I said, it should be a 10-point game. It should be. I do think the Jets will only score like 10 points at most. And then, sorry, I'm just reading something that's taking a moment. That's just throwing me off. Sorry. Yeah, New England's supposed to. So, as a fan, I would say Patriots both ways. But if I'm thinking logically, I would say Patriots win, but Jets cover. San Fran by 3 to the Eagles. Bruh. If San Fran doesn't win and cover, then we got to start taking the Eagles a little bit more serious. The San Fran starters, their defense is nice. And that's just what it is. Like, they are nice. That defense is different. Bucks are going to have a tough time playing against San Fran. They're not an easy team. So I'm going to say San Fran wins and covers. New Orleans versus Panthers. Oh, that's easy. New Orleans. It was New Orleans by 3.5. New Orleans win and cover. Let's not waste time with that. Their defense still playing up to par. Panthers, I don't believe in that quarterback they traded for from the Jets. So we'll give it to Saints. Their win and cover. Denver Broncos at Jacksonville Jaguars. Denver by 5.5. So Denver has to win by 6. Now, I do think Denver has a little good squad they need to build on. I think Jacksonville finally found themselves a quarterback. But I think 5.5 is still too much for the Broncos to win by. So I will say Broncos win, but Jacksonville covers. I do think they got a quarterback that's not afraid to fling that ball. If he thinks he could make a play, he will try to make that play. Brett Favre. Minnesota versus Cardinals. Now, the Cardinals had a field day last year with Tennessee, but Tennessee played a little closer than the stats would show. I think their O-line just played very bad. You know what I mean? Their Derrick Henry didn't get going. The pass game wasn't really going. I just think they played bad. Like, as an O-line unit, they just played bad. I just mean just watching highlights and hearing what reporters and things talk about. So, I would say Arizona wins and covers because I don't think Minnesota. They just lost to Cincy. You lost to Cincy. That's all I gotta say, bro. You lost to Cincy. Hey, we got the Falcon. Actually, I'm gonna say that for last. We got the Dallas Cowboys versus the LA Chargers. Now, offense versus offense. Now, I do think Cowboys. Ooh, they have the Chargers up. I do think Dallas has enough offensive power to win this game. You know what I mean? It would then take Chargers' defense to make more plays. And I don't think Chargers' offense is going to feel rushed because Lawrence is hurt for, I think, the season or for a couple of weeks. Broke his leg during practice. But, you know what? That's another one I would stay away from. Who do I think is going to win? I do think, like, Dallas will win. But I wouldn't be shocked if Chargers beat them by a touchdown in a shootout. Actually, I'm gonna go Chargers. I think the Chargers have a better defense. You know, I don't think the Dallas defense could stop Chargers' offense. Actually, let me just do a little. How much defense did they go against? And wait, they didn't play? Oh, they did. Oh, they played Washington? I don't know, man. Now seeing what I'm seeing, I might have to give it to Dallas. But they might not cover. I think it's gonna be a close game. Dallas wins. They don't cover the 4-point. They don't. Tennessee versus Seattle. Seattle by 6.5. This is one of those games I could see Tennessee coming up to win. I know Seattle's hot and they're home. But to see Tennessee go 0-2. So I will say Seattle wins, but they don't cover. Like 6 is a lot. 7 points is a lot. It's a touchdown. KC at Baltimore. KC by 3.5. I don't think Baltimore could beat KC. You know what I mean? I just can't. So I'm gonna go KC both ways. I just don't see it. Oh, Green Bay versus Detroit. Green Bay both ways. I'm not gonna waste time on that. Let's go to Atlanta versus Bucks. 13 points. God damn. I said blowout. So I'm taking Atlanta to not cover, to not win. Bucks win, Bucks cover by like 20. That's it, you guys. Alright, boys. That's my little breakdown for week 2. Hope you guys like it. Fill in the comment section. Let me know how you feel. Next week we do a little check, see how much I was right on and wrong on. I might start betting on them and bringing it and showing you guys and doing all these things, depending on how much people talk to me and bet with me and talk in the comments. But little by little, we'll build this, alright? Until next time.
Got me like a rich bitch, limp dick, put it on your daughter and she still call it nut. Patty K, gotta know your bitch like Johnny K. ATL pull up in roller skates, or lights on like a library.